Welcome back to Clink Drink. It's Friday afternoon. The rosé has been chilled. The opinions are hot off the presses, and we're going to learn how to make every sip an experience. It's Friday, the eve of National Rosé Day. Who doesn't love an eve? Birthday eves, Christmas eves. We celebrate something called Diva Eve with my sisters. And today we're celebrating one of the favorite eves that we can have, the eve of National Rosé Day. That's right. Pink drinks, patio pours, and a little sparkle in a can. Let's get ready to clink and drink. National Rosé Day falls on the second Saturday of every June. It really seems like divine timing because who doesn't love to have a beautiful shade of pink drink ready and waiting to celebrate the start of summer? So rosé isn't a vibe, it's a category, and it's made by letting red wine grapes hang out with their skins just long enough to blush, literally. And that's what gives it its soft pink hue. So it's been a week, and it's time to clink and drink. Today's guest of honor is the Simpler Wines Italian Sparkling Rosé from Trader Joe's. You can buy one can at a time. You can also buy it in a 4-pack. It's cute, little, bubbly personality. It's not here for a long time. It's here for a short and fun time. So let's crack it open and see what it looks like. Okay, I've poured it into a glass. And here's the $1 million question. Does rosé out of a can taste differently than rosé out of a bottle or rosé out of a glass? Short answer, yes, a little. The can's aluminum, so it can give off a subtle kind of metallic taste, a little bit of an edge when you drink it straight from the can. But the real difference is more about perception rather than flavor. So, we'll talk about the profile in a second. Not bad. So cans can block out light and air. And we talked about last week with my sister Lindsay that you don't want to get the bottle of rosé that's in direct sunlight and that's dusty. You want your vintages to be 2024, 2023, and 2024. Let's taste it out of the can and see what we think. Does drinking wine out of a can impact the taste profile? So the short answer, maybe a little. There might be a subtle metallic edge based on the aluminum, but for the most part, it's keeping out light, it's keeping out air, just like a bottle would. And it's really more about perception rather than a flavor taste. So you won't get that full kind of aromatic swirl that you would get by drinking rosé out of a glass. I've already poured some of the simpler wine into a glass. I mean, they taste about the same. I didn't want to open a whole bottle of rosé tonight, so my little cute can makes do. So we're going to talk about the 4 S's. We talked about those earlier. Sight, sniff, sip, and savor. And of course, a snarky comment or two. So let's break it down. The 4 S's of wine tasting, clink and drink style. So first, we're going to hold this up and we're going to look at the color of the rosé. It's a lovely blush pink, which is great. It's not too pale. It's a blush color, which is wonderful. Now it's supposed to be sparkling, and the effervescence here is lacking for sure. There might be a couple of bubbles. Let me pour some more of the can out. see the tiny bubbles that are coming up? A little bit of effervescence, but it dissipates pretty quickly. You know, this is a nice flirty wine. It's very drinkable. She's ready for summer. You can throw her on an Instagram post. So if I smell it, get your nose into the glass. We're going to take a big sniff. Okay, so on the nose, it smells a lot like strawberries. There's a little candy that's coming through. I would say it's not peachy, it's sweeter than peach. It's kind of like the peach gummy rings that you would get. So strawberries, peach gummy rings. And there's a little bit of floral essence. It's not super floral. And it's at the very end. So it's almost like if you were walking through a farmer's market and you just walked by the flower stand and it hits you 2 stalls later while you're picking out your tomatoes, right? It's just a very kind of light, lovely floral end. All right, the third S, the sip. You see me take a couple of little drinks. All right, so although you don't see the bubbles, when you kind of swirl it around your mouth, you definitely feel the light bubbles that are coming through. There's a little bit of sweetness. It is not a complex wine at all. That subtle, fruit forward flavor dissipates very quickly. It's refreshing, it's simple, it's not complex. You're not going to talk about the kind of the rolling flavors that emerge as you drink it. This is a perfect patio pour. I mean, you could crack a bottle or two. And the fourth is savoring. Like, how do you drink this? How does it hold up? Like I said, I think it disappears really fast, but it's quite charming. And I think that might be part of the charm, part of the patio pour, or the porch pour, right? Part of the charm of this canned rosé, this sparkling rosé. It's a very drinkable wine that'll go with almost anything. It's refreshingly simple. It is not complex. I think it's a perfect patio pour. When the work is done and you're getting ready to catch the last rays of sun, I would definitely think about grabbing a simpler wines like Italian sparkling rosé. Like, pass me another can. Super drinkable. All right, so food pairings. I am not ready to eat dinner and I want to eat light tonight. So I grabbed some sweet and spicy rice crackers while I was grabbing my single can of wine. You know, solo life, solo dinner. And I thought it would be interesting to pair kind of this sweet and spicy rice cracker mix. I haven't tried it yet with the rosé. When I think about sparkling rosés, sometimes there's just enough sweetness to balance out anything that's spicy. A little bit of Thai curry, girl dinner. Some spicy and sweet rice crackers could be great with it. And like I said, the complexity of this rosé is not there. It's a simple wine. Oh, that is a spicy little cracker. The bubbles can help cool down the spice a little bit, and the fruitiness plays off the sugars. So honestly, a crunchy little cracker, some sparkling rosé, chef's kiss. You don't need to overthink your wine pairings at all. Just think balance. Spicy, sweet, crunchy, bubbly. Like, how are they all going together? You know, this particular combo of of the rosé and rice crackers for a Solo's Friday night post-work before I start making dinner. What a lovely little summertime treat. So is this the fanciest rosé that you can purchase? No, not at all. But it's fun. It's a little fizzy, super drinkable, has good energy for a rosé day drink. And that's the point, right? Have something that kind of enhances your experience. Definitely went well with the spicy and sweet rice crackers. I mean, National Rosé Day is tomorrow. International Rosé Day is in a week. So, I mean, we get to celebrate rosé twice. And with summer, who doesn't love sparkling sunset in a glass? So hit that like button below and subscribe for some more sips. And if you're feeling quite participatory, why don't you drop a comment below of your favorite Trader Joe's wine or wine from anywhere. Lindsay and I will source it and we'll give it a whirl. And we'll give it a swirl. Lindsay and I will source it and we'll give it a swirl. So see you next time. Have a fantastic Rosé Day Eve. And always remember to clink and drink. Not a bad bottle of wine. Not bad at all.